You're not going to have somebody that magically calls and goes, oh, okay, unless you do some kind of multiversal Blade movie where you have Wesley Snipes and Mahershala Ali, which wouldn't be a bad idea. We got Cinemablend right here, talking about what's going on, of course, with Blade, the new Blade with Mahershala Ali, and like what's happening with it. So naturally, we've heard, like John. I mean, we've heard, like, when it comes to Kevin Feige, even like more interviews, more clips are coming out from recent interviews with Kevin Feige. Obviously, we had that one where it was talking about like Kang, and that was like you immediately kind of like shut that down. But now here we have Feige right here that is talking about what's going on with Blade and trying to get it right.
When you have a character as famous as Blade and an actor as famous as Mahershala, everything that happens just gets a lot of attention. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm sure you've heard us talk about we were struggling finding the perfect reason for Deadpool to exist, the third Deadpool movie that MCU, and then Hugh Jackman called. Yeah. And it fell into place. Yeah. Like sometimes you need that magic thing that falls into place. Right. And sometimes it happens. Sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes 2 years, sometimes it takes 10 years. And that's what you really should be waiting for until you make something. And making sure each thing is special, each thing has the time internally to be developed right, which is why our Blade movie is frustratingly taking so long to make sure we get it right. And then when they're done, like Deadpool Wolverine, that can really be the focus.
10 years shouldn't take 10 years. Should not take 10 years. Hopefully it doesn't take 10 years. It's already been 5. We're already halfway there. I'm just kind of going like, okay, totally understand it. And then, of course, like what he said, like sometimes they didn't know what they wanted to do with Deadpool 3, introducing him into the MCU, and then all of a sudden Hugh Jackman calls, and it's like, all right, everything just kind of went into place. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but you're not going to have that with Blade. You're not going to have somebody that magically calls and goes, oh, okay, unless you do some kind of multiversal Blade movie where you have Wesley Snipes and Mahershala Ali, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be that bad of an idea if you have like a passing of the torch or a passing of the sword with that. Can you imagine that? Especially with everybody freaking out about Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade, and that's been like a big topic when it comes to Deadpool and Wolverine. You could do something like that. Of course, there's, it could just be like something where people don't really like that, but at the same time, imagine having like the introduction fully to a new Blade by passing the torch from the old Blade and doing that whole thing where it's like, there it is. We got the two, but I don't know if they'd actually do that. But I mean, it's Marvel Studios. You just never know. Maybe that's been on the table. Maybe that's been written somewhere. They've been, hey, guess what?